Hey guys, back again with another weekly recap. I'm going to keep this one pretty short just because I've got to go to the gym and I want to do a couple other things tonight. But anyway, so I think this week has been a really successful week. In terms of my agency, really big steps towards actually getting my first client. So I had my first 2 meetings with actual real estate agents to sort of actually see if they want my services. First one I learned a lot, but just wasn't interested. Second one, I had a really good interview, but they're currently in a contract with someone else, but they seem really interested in working with me. So that's definitely the closest I'm at getting a client. But it's actually really surprising with what I've been able to achieve this week. Yeah, I've been really happy with that. I've just sort of sorted out a framework that I want for my life. I think it's about 22 rules of just simple stuff that just things that I want to do to be able to allow myself to become successful. And when those things become easy, I'll shift them, make them a little more difficult. Pretty much the idea is that I'm increasing my hygiene standard. So rather than doing certain habits that don't serve me, replacing them with better ones, and then that becoming my new standard, and then pretty much increasing that as I go along. I think that's pretty much all that's really going good this week. There are big things though. I was aiming to get at least one meeting before I got back to work. It actually got extended how long I wasn't going back to work. So I'm going back to work tomorrow. But I ended up getting 2 meetings, which I'm really happy about, and one that's pretty much a potential client. Other than that, during the week, I wasn't having the best week in terms of my mindset. Wasn't really happy with where I was at, how I was living my life. So that's why I came up with the framework. And pretty much, yeah, that was what most of my week consisted of. But I was able to turn my weekend around and my Friday around. Ended up turning it into a really good week, so I'm really happy with that. Going into next week, I'm obviously going to try and implement those things that I put in my framework. Going back to work, I've got to focus on really penny pinching with my time. So after work, knowing exactly what I'm going to do on my agency, got to balance that with going to the gym. And pretty much, I think on next weekend, I want to be figuring out my whole profiles on social media. So I want to sort of sort out my Instagram, my Facebook, just because I'm starting to sort of engage a little bit more on there, and that's how people generally want to contact with you, at least at the start. Once I sign clients, then we'll go through a different platform, a little more professional, and keep it all in one spot. But yeah, setting up my Instagram and Facebook so it doesn't just look like a fake account, because I've only got 1 friend or 2 friends on there right now. And one of them is the people who are interested in working with me. So I'm going to build that up. I think I'm going to focus on that. Also today, another big thing that I forgot, I finished my 2nd book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So I'm a little bit closer to my goal of, I think I want to read 5 to 10 books by the end of the year. I'll be happy with that. I can definitely do 5. I'll be stretching for 10. And yeah, I think that's pretty much my intentions for next week as well. So I think this video is over. All right. See you guys. See you in the next weekly recap. Bye.